Hey, Kelly. Hey, Callie. Hey, Da Bear. And yep, trivia. Hey, Anna. Hey, Brooke. Seafood. Summer Sun. Matthew. It's my favorite food. I don't really know what my favorite food is. Hey, Aurora. Hi, Faith. I still. I know. God, YouTube being weird. YouTube continues to be weird. Some channels are. Huh. Hey, Deranged Money. Category. We'll do various categories. Hey, Arabella. Yeah, we'll have to. We'll figure out together what categories to do. Hey, Nona. Hey, says what? So the other night, you're going to talk about comments made me feel like my childhood. If that's again. No. I'm glad to give any comfort. Hey, Green. What? Nothing much. Yeah, we'll give it 10 minutes for more people to come in. We'll give it time for like the regulars to come in. I might. Hi, Aaron. The fact that I'm earlier than usual might throw off all my regulars. Hi, Jaya. Hey, Medina. Because normally I go live at 8. Hey, Watson. Hey, Logan. Where in Scotland is your family from? Winchborough. They're from Winchborough. So, yeah, 7:30 my time. It's 7:30 where I am. And yeah, so I'm a half hour earlier than usual, and I think that's probably fucking up my regulars because none of them are here right now. You know, Vanna, Uncle Buck, Killface, Buttercup. You know, none of them come in yet. Winchborough. Hey, Catherine. It's a little ways. It's not too far. It's about an hour from Edinburgh, though. Scotland's small, so most of Scotland is within an hour of Edinburgh. So I'm in Toronto on a business trip from Minnesota this week. Ooh, nice. Hey, Navy wife. Nice stuff. Rich bacon sellers. Love Glasgow. I've only been to Glasgow once. You're married to a Scotsman. I did go to Scotland. I did last time I was in Scotland, which was like I was like 12. Bear in mind, I haven't been to Scotland in like almost 30 years now. Last time I went, I think I was 12. Hey, Georgia. But last time I was in Scotland, we did take a day trip up to Glasgow. We didn't really get to see much. It's a bit, because it's a bit of a hike from where we, it's a bit of a drive from Winchborough, from Edinburgh. So we didn't really get to spend a lot of time there. So I don't really have much memory of that one. That's a new job. Yeah. Hi, Belle. Direct flight to Dublin one day, I will go. I wouldn't mind going to Ireland. Different vibe. Catherine, thank you for 5 gift memberships again, Catherine. Congratulations to Medina Jaden, Jamie and MC, Aaron Garrett, Summer Sunset, and Arabella94. So any Highland games. I've never taken part in any Highland games. Where do you stay in Scotland? I mean, with my mom, usually with my mom's brother, my aunt and uncle, and they were like just outside of Winchborough. Into Renaissance. Not keen on the Renaissance. I have read a little bit about the. Never played Second Life. I have read a little bit about the Renaissance. I did read the Will and Ariel Durant book on the Renaissance. The Will and Ariel Durant book on the Renaissance. I don't really remember much about. I don't really remember much about it. I do tend to be more interested in ancient history. Presbyterians? Probably. They probably were, but hey, Waffles. Huge Renaissance Festival. It's really cool. Yeah, never been to a Ren Fair. I mean, I wouldn't say no to going to a Ren Fair. Like, I'd be fine. I would probably enjoy checking out a Ren Fair. Hey, Yarn. There's a question, actually. Why so many Scots so tall? Hey, Kristen. Tricky likes it. Well, maybe I can suggest it to Chantal as something worth doing. Hey, Kristen. Nice spelling is your from? Winchborough. I was like, hey, Beebort. I've never watched Parks and Rec. Bay City Rollers. No, I don't think I've ever listened to the Bay City Rollers. Hey, Wendy girl. Hey, Margaret. Good for your book wish list. Be some pretty cool reads coming your way. Ooh, nice. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Bailey there. I hope I did. That reminds me. I should make sure that I did remove. Yes, exactly, Lisa. Winchborough. That's so hard to see if it could be with a giant turkey leg. I honestly, whenever we had turkey, that was always what I got was, or that was always what I had was the drumstick. Dark meat fan. Yeah. Smoked turkey legs prepared. You lived it. Oh, no, nice. I don't really have any family there anymore. My grandparents lived in Winchboro, but they're dead. Um, my uncle has like a small home not too far outside Winchboro. So like not small home, but he's got a house just outside. Hey Rebecca. None of them are here yet, Rebecca. Sorry. Hey Radioactive. Literally none of them have shown up yet. Okay, so I need to apparently going live early means that none of my regulars show up until the 8 o'clock anyway. Hey, pause. Hey, I know I'll go live a little bit early. Surely all my regular people will still show up. Try and get them to. I'll do that, Rebecca. Tea and Vegemite sandwiches. Okay. And hello, pause. Yes. Hello, pause. Hopefully they'll be here soon. Yeah. Hey, Cat. What does Scotch egg is? Nope. I have no idea. Hey, Uncle Buck. I am early, yes. Rebecca gave you tea and a Vegemite sandwich. Hey, Thompson. I figured, hey, go live a little bit early. Why not? Why not go live a little early? Hey, Takis. Boiled with sausage crumble on the outside. Yeah. Soft-boiled egg wrapped in ground meat and fried up. Yeah. Hey, Color Purple. Hey, Sweet Caroline. Melissa Fondue. Hey, Shell. It's crazy. It's such a small place. It is. Yeah. You go back through my lives a few months. It's a few months now, but I've got did a few live. I was at my mom's a few months back because my mom was actually in back in Scotland not long ago, just early summer, and while I was watching her place, her cat. Hey, Margaret, I'm not watching the World Series now. So yeah, I was watching her place and her cat, and showing off photos. Um, so you can see a bunch of photos from some of my previous trips to Scotland. You're feeling mentally. Is depression getting better? Oh no, it never gets better. I'm sure that their trick or treating is big. Some kids all happy and dressed up is so adorable. Yeah. Or have I? Wait, have I heard from her today? I think. I think I heard from her today. Hey, Oreo. You got me move? Probably not anytime soon. Is your dog going? Yeah. I basically have this week off. My schedule this week, I work one day. I work Thursday, 10 to 1 for a training session. And your little girl was dressed as a frappuccino. Nice. I don't know why Uncle Buck always gets. Like, for some reason, Uncle Buck seems to get caught by YouTube's censorship a lot. I often have to approve comments that just say, "Hi, Uncle Buck." Full-time. I thought I'd applied for full time, but more FF uploads. Still only up. I was like, no. I've got my schedule for that. Twice a week for my Final Fantasy uploads. And I don't want to get like I could record more episodes, but I don't really want to get too far ahead. I like having like a 1 month buffer, like a 4 week buffer. I think people are trying to get around the F word. Maybe. A buffer. Hey, Pink Umbrella. Yeah, I can see you. I don't talk bad usually. I haven't had any trick-or-treaters in 15 years. I like when people say son of a buck. Russian can make your B12 or iron gun. I do take daily vitamins. Hi, Aaron. Hey, Jenny. Man, I'm not sure whether to get started now or to where am I regular? I came live too early. Pause. Some of them are big. Some of them like Jordan doesn't come around very often anymore. Anyway, Killface is sort of a little bit more off and on lately than she used to be. You know, some of the regulars just have shit going on. Hey, Connie. Hey, Hababa. Never get the door. No, regulars are absolutely welcome. No, I was just saying, like, some of them are. Some of them, just saying, some of them are busy. So don't come around as often. So they don't come around as often as they used to be, or as they used to. Which does make me sad, but oh, not regulars. Yep, yeah, everyone's welcome. Live from the channel's inception. Trivia. Yeah, I suppose we may as well get started. I'm retired since the last time I was here. All right. Let's get going. You know what? Just popped over to Britannica.com. And right off the bat, they've got a Monsters, Ghouls, and Ghosts quiz. So, yeah, it's Halloween. Hey, Mike. Yeah, we're only a few days out from Halloween. Catherine, thank you for 5 more gift memberships. Catherine, congratulations to Shell Vicious, Radioactive Gaming, Yarn Angel, Pink Umbrella. Oh, Yarn Angel did not get one. Whoops. Dr. Watson Barnes Gemstone, and Hugs and Jugs Lounge. Thank you. Hey, living for the moment. All right, so Monsters, Ghouls, and Ghosts. Got up in the shower. Put my buzzer on mute. D20 Jenny, thank you for joining. Your birthday's Halloween? Nice. That's also John Candy's birthday. This is many memberships yet. All right, so Monsters, Ghouls, and Ghosts. Question 1 of 13, apparently. 13 questions. Spooky. Spanish for goat sucker. Which of these legendary creatures, hey Bobby, was reportedly first seen in Puerto Rico in 1995? Spanish for goat sucker. Which of these legendary creatures was reportedly first seen in Puerto Rico in 1995? Hey, Savagery. Why is Chupacabra? Why is YouTube censoring Chupacabra? Hey, Thrift. Fucking hell. And yes, it is Chupacabra. Fucking weird, YouTube. Why? Of all the words to censor. Question 2. This is a very easy one. YouTube being pussy, apparently. This is a super easy question. In fact, the first 2 words of the question will probably give away the answer, frankly. Hey, Hectic. Mary Shelley conceived which enduring tale during a ghost story competition with friends? J. King Cobra and Harambe are all together now. Hey, Kincaid. Careful with this one. I do find it funny, the modern Prometheus. Very nice, Kelly. Yeah, Frankenstein or the modern Prometheus. What I do find funny though, like, it was her, Percy Shelley, and Lord Byron. Yep. Percy and Byron were absolutely no slouches either. But like, hey, let's have a fun game. Let's have a fun game where we, just come up with some ghost stories. And Mary Shelley decides to invent a new fucking genre of fiction. Like, she just went ahead and invented an entirely new genre of fiction. Because why not? Why not just do that? Mad, bad, and scandalous to know. Yep. Shakespeare did not exist. Question 3. Hey, folks. Later altered thanks to a typo, which of these works was originally going to feature a character named Lestan? Later altered thanks to a typo, which of these works was originally going to feature a character named Lestan? The options are The Raven, The Exorcist, Twilight, or Interview with the Vampire. A unicorn blow. Question 4. New version is hot, hot, hot. Tom Cruise did do a really good job as Lestat. I will say that. Specifically in like that version of Lestat. What was the Interview with the Vampire? He did a really good job as the Interview with the Vampire version of Lestat. Very different from like Lestat as he appears in all the other books. But anyway, question 4. Library opened anyways. Go to a dirty scene, got so panicked around the library. Yeah, they do that. Hey, Decula, she does like her dirty. She does like her erotica. Famously portrayed on screen by Lon Chaney. Famously portrayed on screen by Lon Chaney. A lycanthrope is which kind of creature? Brad Pitt was. Yeah, Brad Pitt was a little bit flat, I found. Yeah, lycanthrope is which kind of creature? These are very easy questions. And yes, it's a werewolf. It's a fun chat tonight. Hey, little angel. Vampire. In Greek mythology, I don't know this necessarily has. I don't know this one's necessarily Halloween themed. This question, but sure. In Greek mythology, which monster regrows 2 heads whenever one is cut off? In Greek mythology, which creature regrows or which monster regrows 2 heads whenever one is cut off? Minotaur, Cerberus. Not Cerberus, no. Cerberus has 3 heads. Just 3 heads. The answer, yeah. The answer is Hydra. Medusa? No. The answer is Hydra. I think my favorite version, I think my favorite method of dealing with a Cerberus or a Hydra that I've ever seen, the webcomic Order of the Stick, which is like a stick figure Dungeons and Dragons parody. The adventure, the team had to fight a Hydra, and the way they dealt with it was just continually cutting off its heads until it had so many that it literally just passed out. Just let people know the answer before he starts asking, at least on the website. I mean, no, people are. Answers are only coming in once I ask the question. Hey, Vanna. You're late, Vanna. I was early, so. Question 6. You reading Zach's piece? All right, you're forgiven. Anyway, the category, Vanna, the category is ghosts, ghouls, and monsters. Question 6. This is another easy one. Hey, Val. A stay at the supposedly haunted Stanley Hotel inspired Stephen King to write which novel? Who are all these people? These are new people. These are a bunch of new people who came because Chantal expressed disappointment in me once. Hey, caseworker. I'll sleep every time I watch The Shining. Doctor Sleep. And yes, the answer is The Shining. The Shining. Hey, Tanya. Okay. I'm just here because I'm bored and y'all seem chill. Fair enough. All right, this one might be a little bit tougher. This one might be a little bit tougher for people. You're living for the moment. My moment. Question 7. In Bram Stoker's Dracula. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, what does the monster allegedly need from his home country to stay healthy? R.I.P. Shelley Duvall. Yeah. In Dracula, what does the monster allegedly need from his home country to stay healthy? Harry Potter trivia. Fuck Harry Potter. The answer is not blood. Hi, Murphy. Why is dirt being blocked? The answers, the options. A chupacabra. The options are clothing, food, dirt, and bedding. So the correct answer is, in fact, dirt. Dork. Question 8. Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman is one of my favorite movies. I didn't particularly care for that one, honestly. Sorry for guessing soil. Dirt is soil. It's literally the same thing, Kelly. You got the answer correct, Kelly. Soil is correct. It's just like dirt is the word that they used, but soil is it's yeah. Question 8. In mud would be incorrect. I was being sarcastic. Okay. Okay, fair enough, Kelly. Question 8. Earth would be an answer. Yep. I want to see the new Dracula love story. Question 8. In The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, what is thrown at Ichabod Crane that he mistakes for a severed head? What is thrown at Ichabod Crane that he mistakes for a severed head? The options are a doll, a pumpkin, an animal skull, or a stone. And yeah, pumpkin. Pumpkin. An apple. Question 9. Question 9. Which filmmaker's work largely developed the modern zombie? Which filmmaker's work largely developed the modern zombie? Rob Zombie. Why did two people say Rob Zombie? White Zombie. There you go. The options here: Wes Craven, John Carpenter, George A. Romero, or Sam Raimi. And yeah, George A. Romero, who did do Night of the Living Dead, which yeah, the answer is in chat. Yep. Watch Dark Shadow series? Nope. That was one of the options, but he was not the correct answer. Carpenters and zombies. Yeah. Like I said, these were options. Yeah, Carpenter is more slasher flicks. Romero and Juliet. Question 10. Question 10. J.R.R. Tolkien described which creature as a dark figure streaming with fire? Jur Tolkien described which creature as a dark figure streaming with fire? The Balrog, Gollum, the Jabberwock, or Viserion? The options here are the Balrog, Golem, the Jabberwock, or Viserion. Jabberwock is Lewis Carroll and not Tolkien? Yes. And the answer is the Balrog. The Balrog. Looking forward to Halloween. Cheated, I googled what a Balrog was. Question 11. Question 11. An esteemed 18th century cabinet maker who turned to burglary to fund his gambling problem was the inspiration for which monster? I'll repeat that. An esteemed 18th century cabinet maker who turned to burglary to fund his gambling problem was the inspiration for which monster? I will give the options here because I'm guessing nobody's going to get this one right off. I would not expect anyone to get this one off. So the options here: Mr. Hyde, the Invisible Man, Pennywise, or Freddy Krueger. Serial killer trivia. All right, we'll do We'll do serial killer trivia next. Hey, Regal. Mr. Hyde, the Invisible Man, Pennywise, or Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Radioactive, the only one here who did not. Radioactive did not need the clue, or did not need the options. Very good to Radioactive. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which I think I did read. I'm pretty sure I read that one. I was documentary on Freddy and had nightmares. I mean, that feels appropriate, Beeborp. Beeborp. Question 12. In the poem Beowulf, which I'm also pretty sure that I've read. Hey, Sunshine Granny. In Beowulf, the monster Grendel is said to be a descendant of which infamous person? In Beowulf, the monster Grendel is said to be a descendant of which infamous person? Nobody even gonna try guessing this one, I would expect. Here's the options: Vlad the Impaler, Genghis Khan, Cain, or Brutus. Or Genghis? Genghis Khan? Is it Genghis or Genghis? Genghis Khan, I think. So Vlad the Impaler, Genghis Khan, Cain, or Brutus. And yes, King. Which obviously vastly predates Vlad. Jane. Yeah, I thought it was Genghis. All right, final question of this category. And this is a tough one. Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. I know it's a book I've never read, and I know it's a literature one. I know it's a writer I've never read, an author I've never read. The Mongols pronounced it Chinggis. Uh, Buttercup here. Buttercup is not here yet. Do you like to read a lot? I do. I want to read more. Hey, Zeliana. I struggle to get back into reading. Got a lot of digital shit that I do that I just need to fucking read. Anyway, perhaps best known for The Lottery. I was an English teacher and we were not allowed to watch TV. It started off easy. It started easy and then it got tough. Well, I mean, semi tough. Meant J, not G, send it. Nicolas Cage. Perhaps best known for The Lottery. Which author was a National Book Award finalist in 1960 for a novel about a haunted house? Perhaps best known for The Lottery. Which author was a National Book Award finalist in 1960 for a novel about a haunted house? The options are Arthur Miller, Shirley Jackson, Ray Bradbury, or William Faulkner. I have to brush up on my trivia skills. Dang. No, not working. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, yeah. Shirley Jackson, The Haunting of Hill House. I was pretty sure it was her. I was pretty sure she was the one who did it. What was her name? Shirley Jackson. Remember on The Simpsons, they said Shirley Jackson Lottery was all checked out of the library because the jackpot was up so high? I don't remember that. I don't remember that joke. Domestic horror, I think they call it. All right, so somebody wanted serial killer trivia. I don't know if they'll be serial killers. I don't know if these are all serial killers, but they are infamous killers. So we got a question. We'll do a category about killers. I wonder if it was odd that the lottery was written by a woman back then. So this one's 10 questions. Oh, good night, caseworker. Hey, Scapegoat. Answers everything is Chuck Norris. Fuck Trisk. Fuck Chuck Norris. I'm just gonna say that right out. Fuck Chuck Norris. He's an asshole. Anyway. Question 1. This brick, he is. He is racist. He's a Republican. He's a Republican, which means he's automatically pretty bad. But even by Republican standards, he's an asshole. Question 1. On August 1st, 1966, a massacre took place from the top of a tower at the University of Texas. After the rampage killing, 48 people had been hit, 12 dying instantly, and another later in the hospital. Name this crazed killer. Charles Starkweather, Charles Manson, Richard Speck, or Charles Whitman. 1966, yep. Charles Starkweather, Charles Manson, Richard Speck, or Charles Whitman. Wait, it doesn't have the answers. Oh, no. Crap, normally it has the answers at the bottom. They removed having the answers at the bottom. No. Hey, Sandra. The answer is Charles Whitman. So it looks like I think the answer was Charles Whitman. Okay, this is an easy killer question. So this one's an easy one for people who know. This one's easy for people who know their killers. Although she was not convicted, most people believed this axe-swinging woman from Fall River, Massachusetts, chopped away at her father and stepmother. Name the suspected killer. Yeah. Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. Yep. Hoping doing this is difficult. I mean, yeah, I'd imagine making a Netflix series of her. Anyway, yeah. Lizzie Borden. Hey, Buttercup. Lizzie Borden. This killer was born in Virginia in 1932, where he eventually teamed up with fellow killer Otis Toole. The pair claimed to have killed hundreds of people. Name the killer. Killer born in Virginia in 1932, teamed up with fellow killer Otis Toole. Pair claimed to have killed hundreds of people. The options. The options here. Richard Speck, Cary Stayner, Theodore Bundy, Henry Lee Lucas. Richard Speck, Cary Stayner, Theodore Bundy, or Henry Lee Lucas. And yes, it is apparently Henry Lucas. Read the book on Lucas. He was sick. Anyway, the answer for that one, Henry Lee Lucas. Question 4. This upstanding member of the community entertained hospitalized children as Pogo the Clown. I'm guessing that one gave the answer away for fans of Killers. He was elected Man of the Year by the Junior JCs. 28 bodies were found buried in the crawl space under his house. Nuke mounted pad. And yes, John Wayne Gacy. Next one. Number 5. This fired shipyard worker killed 8 student nurses in 1966. This fired shipyard worker killed 8 student nurses in 1966. Richard Speck, Charles Manson, J.P. Knowles, or Ted Bundy. Oh, hi, Czar. Richard Speck, Charles Manson, J.P. Knowles, or Ted Bundy. And it is actually Dick Speck. Episode of American Horror Story. This serial killer posed as a student or security guard with his arm in a sling in order to kill his victims. He was executed in Florida in 1989 for murders in that state. Theodore Bundy, Charles Starkweather, John Wayne Gacy, who's already had, or Dean Corll. Not Theodore. Hey, Gabrielle. I mean, come on. A guy like that, you've got to give the full name treatment to. It was Theodore Bundy. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Vanna and Buttercup, I forgot to mention. Rebecca was in here earlier delivering tea and Vegemite sandwiches. So, Uncle Buck already knows that. I already told Uncle Buck earlier. I did tell Uncle Buck that earlier. So Vanna and Buttercup, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. I don't know why I just randomly remembered that. Like, I have no idea why I randomly remembered that while talking about. Like, why did talking about Ted Bundy make me think of Rebecca? Apparently, for some reason, Ted Bundy just makes me think of Rebecca. Son of Sam. This killer, known as Son of Sam, terrorized the city of New York until his capture. One of his victims was Rebecca. Was it? The options: Sam Shepard, David Berkowitz, Wayne Williams, or Dick Speck. David Berkowitz, and he's still in prison. I was one to try Vegemite. Yeah, David Berkowitz. David Berkowitz. This cow landed in with. Don't fucking call her a cow. Don't call her a fucking cow. Sam Shepard, wasn't he an actor and writer? I have no idea, Acorn D. Question 8. Question 8. In the 1950s, this killer and his girlfriend, Carol Fugate, went on a killing spree in the state of Nebraska. These two were the inspiration for a number of movies, including Natural Born Killers. In the 1950s, this killer and his girlfriend, Carol Fugate, went on a killing spree in the state of Nebraska. These two were the inspiration for a number of movies, including Natural Born Killers. The options here: Richard Speck. It is not Bonnie and Clyde. It's not Bonnie and Clyde, no. The options: Richard Speck, Charles Starkweather, Henry Lee Lucas, or Cary Stayner. Though we already know it's not Speck or Lucas because they were earlier answers. So basically, it's either Charles Starkweather or Cary Stayner. Which movie Badlands, but didn't know the name. Thelma and Louise. And yes. The answer is good old Chuck Starkweather. Chucky Starkweather. Chuck. Charles Starkweather. The Night Stalker. Kojak. Anyway, this killer, known as the Night Stalker, terrorized the Los Angeles area in the 1980s. This killer, known as Kojak the Night Stalker, no, just the Night Stalker, terrorized the Los Angeles area in the 1980s. The options: Juan Corona, Richard Ramirez, Joel Steinberg, and Roger Coleman. No, it's the 2010s. Hey, Pamela. Okay. Good night, Decula. That's a hell of a way to that's a hell of a hello, Pamela. Anyway, I like the ladies. I'm attracted to the ladies. And close off the category. This confessed killer claimed responsibility for the murders of Carol Sund and two teenagers in Yosemite National Park. His brother Stephen was a kidnap victim and the subject of a television movie entitled I Know My First Name is Stephen. Who was the Yosemite Park killer? Killer claimed responsibility for Carol Sund and two teenagers in Yosemite Park. His brother was a kidnap victim. The options here. John Wayne Gacy, Otis Toole, Charles Whitman, or Cary Stayner. I mean, I wouldn't say normal. Hey, strawberries. I mean, I heard from her earlier today. She was okay as of like 6 hours ago. Steven's brother grew up to be a killer. Yes. The answer is Cary Stayner, and yes, he's the killer. It's made for TV movie yet. Brother was jealous of the attention Stephen got from being kidnapped. That's pretty funny. All right, so next category. Two options for next category. Either people can suggest a category, or I can go with name that dessert. Hey, medicinal. Western Canada. I mean, I wouldn't be telling you if she was. Name that dessert. Like I will neither confirm nor deny where she is. Huh. Okay, so it's gonna be photos, so it's what kind of dessert is this? Parfait, shoe fly pie, Mississippi mud pie, or a tiramisu? Am I the only one who hates desserts? I'm not generally a dessert person. What the hell are these things? Tiramisu. Yeah, what the hell are these things here? Pralines, macaroons, macarons, or biscotti? Are they macaroons or macarons? Macarons with one eye? One eye? Macaroni. They're gross. And yeah, macarons. How about these fuckers? you spell it? Macarons. So yeah, what are these fuckers here? Hamantaschen, Madeleines, Stroop waffles, or ginger snaps? Madeleines. They are, in fact, Madeleines. Or Madeleines, whatever they are. This thingy. Hey, Sneaker. Hey, Ms. Frank. This weird thing. Mochi, Gulab Jamun, Petit Fours, or Churros? Mochi, Gulab Jamun, Petit Fours, or Churros? Too blurry. Still something there. They are actually churros. They are churros. Those are churros. Awesome with hot chocolate. Ooh, that's very... This one's rather pretty. They don't like to be labeled. Those are ugly churros. Panna cotta, pizzelle, croquembouche, or pavlova? Panna cotta, pizzelle, croquembouche, or pavlova? We used to love what they were called. It is, in fact, a panna cotta. Cooked cream. Next one. Cake. But what kind? Baked Alaska, affogato, millionaire pie, or black forest cake? Baked Alaska, affogato, millionaire pie, or black forest cake? Needs bananas. Anyway, it's a baked Alaska. Brown Betty, Bambalam. Brown Betty, flan, kalaki, or upside down cake? Brown Betty, Bam Bam, flan, kalaki, or upside down cake. Whoa, Black Betty, Bam Bam. Whoa, Black Betty, Bam Bam. Anyway, it's actually an upside down cake. It's an upside down cake. It's not a Brown Betty. Okay, these ones are. This is a bit tiny. Might not be able to see it very well. Black Betty and a child, Bam Bam, then thing gone wired, Bam Bam. Whoa, Black Betty. I don't even get the Stranger Things reference. Battenberg cake, baklava, balaclava, no, Sasha tort. So yeah, the options are Battenberg cake, baklava, balaclava, or Sasha tort. What is baklava? Tactical baklava. That is baklava. It doesn't. Mom always likes to get baklava from Philo's whenever we order from Philo's here in town. She likes to get baklava, and I feel like their baklava looks different from this. Tactical baklava. This one. Stollen. So yeah, Stollen, creme brulee, Severin, or Trey Lish cake. Rice Krispie treat. Kind of like in the. So yeah, Stollen, creme brulee, Severin, or Trey Lish. So good at this quiz. I mean, she wouldn't get all of them. I don't think she'd get all of them. And it is a Traylish. Go Wendy, go! Go Wendy Girl. Thank you for 10 gift memberships, Wendy Girl. Congratulations to Acorn D, Ms. Frankie von Munster, Jen, TR, what was it? Jen TR 1966, Demoy Kids, Crimes Against Cookies, Samantha Samantha Dunn, Beth, Bertha Bites, Jean, Patty, K-Maze. Anyway, next is it. What are these things? What are these things here? Banana Foster, Petite Fours, Cannoli, or Borma? Bananas Foster, Petite Fours, Cannoli, or Borma? course it's a Petit Force. It's the Petit Force. Banana Foster is just like fried bananas with syrup. Next one. Pretty looking. These ones are rather pretty looking. How tall am I? 5'8". I'm a little 5'7", like 5'7.5". Are these nonpareils, Kofi, Mochi, or gelato? Nonpareil, nonpareils, Kofi, Mochi, or gelato? And yeah, obviously, Mochi. Mochi, as any fan of anime would recognize. They love their Mochi in anime. I mean, it's Japanese, so. Nonpareils or sprinkles. These things look wet. These look wet. Beignets, bread pudding, trifles, or babas. Beignets, bread pudding, trifles, or babas. Glazed, yeah. Yeah, these are glazed. And they actually are babas. I love watching people try to spell the French words. Hey, Mel. Affogato, streusel, cannoli, or marzipan. Affogato, streusel, cannoli, or marzipan. Mousse. Affogato is when you make coffee in ice cream. Which does seem to be what's going on with this one, actually. It's there is actually there is a thing of ice cream in the glass. That sort of white lump in there, that looks like it is supposed to be ice cream. That is ice cream. Affogato. Affogato. That white one. I mean, because yeah, I mean, it's. I wonder if one of these days I should take a walk down to that Mr. Puffs. I could order some Mr. Puffs. Mr. Puffs is still open. I could order something from there. Because this is making me kind of want. What do Puffs have? They're Lakmas. They're just little dough balls. They do also have milkshakes, but milkshakes always give you the shits. Yeah. They're probably pretty good milkshakes that they'd have there. Anyway. These little things. Get a whole pack of M&Ms. Mr. Puffs is mad for the price. Yeah, but I mean, it's... Truffles, Gelts, Nonpareils, or Buckeyes. There's a milkshake right now. Doesn't get any milkshake. Truffles, Gelts or Jelts, Nonpareils, or Buckeyes. Yeah. That doesn't help. And these are actually Nonpareils. Excuse me, I actually have to go pee. Give me a minute, I have to go pee. All right, I'm back. Did I miss gross comments? And you know what the big problem right now is? I'm looking at these desserts. I haven't had supper yet. I haven't even had my supper yet. I'm looking at sweet things. I don't even normally like desserts. I don't even normally eat desserts. Only real gamers know our life forever and always. Yeah, exactly. Which I think it's beginnings and always, isn't it? Forever and always, I think, is the next one. Anyway. This looks like some kind of bread, but what kind of bread is it? Rugelach, Berliner, Mooncake, or Stalin? Rugelach, Berliner, Mooncake, or Stalin? Or stolen? It's stolen. 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 Whatever. Stolen, I guess. Balls. These look like balls. Hard bread, don't like it. Genoise, or Genoese, Genoise, Crêpe Suzette, Croquembouche, or Treacle. Genoise, Crêpe Suzette, Croquembouche, Treacle. Definitely not treacle, obviously. Croquembouche. Cockroach and bouche. Yeah, Croquembouche. Conical tower of cream puffs. Ooh, this one's kind of pretty. This one's kind of neat looking. Enjoy fruitcake during Thanksgiving and Christmas. Bouche balls. Yeah, this one's kind of cool looking. Very fancy with the coloring. Battenberg cake, Jesuit, Pommier, or chess pie. Battenberg cake, Jesuit, Pommier, chess pie. Wearable cake. All cake is wearable if you have the guts. Battenberg cake. All right, so this is a pie, clearly. Swiss roll, Linzer torte, Rougelach, or profiterole. Super D cake. Swiss roll, Linzer torte, Rougelach, profiterole. And that is a Linzer torte. Balls. This one's balls. Good old balls. Like a simple dessert any day over something fancy. Love me a good carrot cake. That's what I want. Pralines, babka, gulab jamun, nafe. Pralines, babka, gulab jamun, nafe. And yeah, that one is actually the gulab jamun. And final dessert. Final dessert. Burgoo, flapper pie. So burgoo, flapper pie, spotted dick, or whoopie pie. Burgoo, flapper pie, spotted dick, or whoopie pie. And it is spotted dick. Elizabeth Hasselbeck? Nope. Oh, good night, Pete Port. Horror stories to read to us? Read us some? Probably not. Anyways, again, I will. Oh, good night, Kelly Cat. Making the right decision is the best choice ever made. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to order Mr. Puffs. Turn the light off and raise a horror book underneath a flashlight. Yeah, still trying to decide if I want to order Mr. Puffs. Milkshake that looks a little bit underwhelming. Like that's the strawberry milkshake, and it's got a little bit of red at the bottom, and the rest of it is just all like, yeah, that's a little bit underwhelming for a milkshake, for a strawberry milkshake. That does look a bit underwhelming for a strawberry milkshake. They do have a vanilla milkshake as well. What's Mr. Puffs? Strawberry milkshakes I can be endless strawberry. Mr. Puffs, they are like Lochmas. Didn't like your last milkshake. Yeah, I forget where you ordered it from. Oh, is that Indian place? Yeah, that was one of what I got from the Indian place. Yeah. Looks like strawberry milkshake. It doesn't. All right, I'm gonna get more water. Give me a minute. Just gotta get more water. By the way, Uncle Buck, I hope you got your Tylenol, Uncle Buck. I'm gonna get more water. Back in 1 minute. All right. You know what? Hi, Tenacious. Angel. I did it again. Yet. Gonna flip a coin. Best two of three. Heads, I'll get Mr. Puff's. Tails, I will not. So, doing best 2 of 3, heads yes, tails no. So, flip 1, tails. Flip 2, tails. So that's a no then. Do an order or starve poll. Because, yeah, I just feel like, best 2 out of 3, and it just came out tails both times. So, yeah. What are you going? I was considering getting, ordering some Mr. Puffs. One sec. Good. I'll be eating soonish anyway. All right. Anyone got a category for a trivia? Anyone have a trivia category they want to do? Okay. Nah, I mean, it's while I do have a job now, and I am gonna be getting a good chunk of money from YouTube next month probably, or maybe a month after. Nah, I didn't order. I should still try to save money as much as I can. Science one, U.S. history, TV shows, paganism, fast food, candy, geography, video games. I don't know how well video games would do in this with this crowd. Book trivia, TV. Actually, you know what? I do feel like a horror quiz because it's like I said, it is just a few days from Halloween. So I feel like some sort of horror quiz would be the thing to do. Trying to find something to watch before sleep. Oh, good night, Nanya. Or Nona, yeah. Good night, Nona. 80s horror. Anyone want? Would anyone prefer 80s horror or something where like a horrible mixture? They're yeah. 90s horror. Do 80s for Catherine. All right, 80s horror. This one is listed as tough. Question one. Question. In what film do we first meet Angela Baker? In what film do we first meet Angela Baker? Friday the 13th, Gremlins, Sleepaway Camp, or Motel Hell? Friday the 13th, Gremlins, Sleepaway Camp, or Motel Hell? Sleepaway Camp. Felissa Rose played Angela Baker. Oh, who played Angela Baker? Oh, I don't know. She turned a bitch in an outhouse in the sequel. Nice. Question 2. What fictional town is A Nightmare on Elm Street set in? What fictional town is A Nightmare on Elm Street set in? Riverwood, Ohio, Redwood, Ohio, Greenwood, Ohio, Springwood, Ohio. Riverwood, Redwood, Greenwood, Springwood. River, red, green, or spring? Yeah, wood. It's Springmore. It's Springwood. The answer is Springwood. In the film Hellgate, a magic item can be used to bring the dead back to life. What is the item? In the film Hellgate, a magic item can be used to bring the dead back to life. What is the item? Magic crystal, magic stone, magic sword, magic box. Crystal, stone, sword, or box? Ohio is legitimately the most underwhelming place in America. Yeah, I can believe it. So the answer is a magic crystal. It's Hellraiser. Yeah, Hellraiser is the box. Just something to tide me over until after the stream when I can start making my supper. Still just get, yeah. Yeah, of course I still get those. Get them. In the film Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. 3 hours of everything? Nah. What was it? Swedish Berries. In the film Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, which actor played Eric? Rob Estes, Derek Riddle, Pauly Shore, or Tom Fridley? Rob Estes, Derek Riddle, Pauly Shore, or Tom Fridley? Who played Eric in Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge? Pauly Shore, yeah. Famed horror actor Pauly Shore. Anyway, Derek Rydell. Baywatch. Which Baywatch actor appeared in Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Which Baywatch actor appeared in Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Michael Newman, John Allen Nelson, Billy Warlock, or Gregory J. Barnett? Michael Newman, John Allen Nelson, Billy Warlock, or Gregory J. Barnett? It's a bad fact names here. Hey, Bertha. Oh. Good night, Bertha. Answer is John Allen Nelson. John Allen Nelson. Question 6. Who directed the film Chopping Mall? Who directed the film Chopping Mall? Wes Craven, Jim Murray, Clive Barker, or Jim Wynorski? Wes Craven, Jim Murray, Clive Barker, or Jim Wynorski? It's Jim Wynorski. I mean, she likes horror, but I don't know that she like some of these are like pretty obscure cult classic. Yeah, some of them are like cult classics that I don't know if she'd ever have watched. She probably wouldn't really know a lot of the names of the people involved. Nice teeth. Thanks, David. It's always using references I don't get. She did mention Chopping Mall. Oh, did she? Nice. Nice. That's funny. Question 7. Question 7. Which Baywatch actress appeared in the film Christine? This person really likes Baywatch. The person who made this quiz really likes Baywatch, I think. Which Baywatch actress appeared in the film Christine? Pamela Anderson, Stacey Camano, Nicole Eggert, or Alexandra Paul? I'll give you a hint. It's not Pammy. It's not Pam. The answer is not Pamela. Stacey Camano, Nicole Eggert, or Alexandra Paul? It is Alexandra Paul. In the film Chud, what does Chud stand for? What does CHUD stand for? It seems so long ago. I mean, they ended 35 years ago. The 80s ended 35 years ago. They were a very long time ago. So yeah, what does CHUD stand for? I'll read off the options and then you can just cannibalistic human undead dwellers, cannibalistic hairy unclear dwellers, cannibalistic half-dead underground dwellers, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. It's the last one. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Question 9. Question Nerf. Question Nerf. 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 9. Nerf. In The Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead. Which actress plays the role of Trash? Gus, Gus, and Tiny. Thank you for $2, Gus, Gus, and Tiny. Hey, hi. Monty Python references take me. That wasn't actually. I wasn't actually trying. I was not making a deliberate Python reference. Like that was not intentional and deliberately intended as one. That is just I just enjoy saying "nif" in a funny way and like making a funny voice when I say "nif, nif." Anyway, in Return of the Living Dead, which actress plays the role of Trash? Jewel Shepard, Beverly Randolph, Kathleen Cordell, or Linnea Quigley? Nif. Narf. Jewel Shepard, Beverly Randolph, Kathleen Cordell, or Linnea Quigley? Bill Nye the Science Guy. It's Linnea Quigley. Can I teach you how to disarm a man with a banana? Bill. We never watched Bill Nye in my school. I know a lot of people watched Bill Nye like in class. Like a lot of people like their their school would show Bill Nye. We never had that. Anyway, the answer was Linnea Quigley. Linnea Quigley played Trash. And final question, which, if I'm not wrong, is another Baywatch actor. George Clooney was in Baywatch, right? Or no, no, he wasn't. I'm mistaken. I'm thinking of Hasselhoff. Anyway, final question. George Clooney. Yeah, for some reason I was mistaking him for Hasselhoff. Very different actors, very different people. So anyway, George Clooney appeared in Return to Horror High. What was the name of his character? George Clooney appeared in Return to Horror High. What was the name of his character? Tommy, Johnny, Peter, or Oliver? Tommy, Johnny, Peter, or Oliver? That's Till Dawn is classic. And yeah. Is Clooney. Or is it's Oliver, I mean. The answer is Oliver. I got it right. The only question. This was a Baywatch category. Both of us guessed Tommy. I said meat. Catherine, thank you for 5 more gift memberships, Catherine. Congratulations to Brooke, Autumn, Debbie's World, Callie, and Vickery. Mystery. I'll do one more category. I'm kind of leaning towards a Rocky Horror category. I don't want to do Rocky Horror. Again, because we're just a few days away from Halloween. Who doesn't love the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Let's do the time warp again. Gotta tuck myself in now. All right. Good night, Catherine. I'm about to admit something horrible. Never seen Rocky Horror. It's worth watching, Buttercup. It's exceptionally camp and so much fun. And I mean, Tim Curry. Like, it's got Tim Curry having the time of his life. Tim Curry in lingerie, Buttercup. It's got Tim Curry in, like, fucking lingerie. Right? Like, what more do you want to know? Like, what more do you need to know about? What more do you need to know before you, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Genuinely, what else does somebody need to tell you to convince you to watch that movie? Tim Curry in lingerie. Steve Martin too. Steve Martin is not in that movie. Susan Sarandon as well. Anyway. Question 1. Meatloaf does have Meatloaf. DC passed away. Okay. Question 1. When Riff and Magenta come out in the gold and black suits, in which hand is Riff holding the laser? When Riff Raff and Magenta come out in the gold and black suits, in which hand is Riff Raff holding the laser? Left or right? For anyone who has seen it. Right. Left. It kind of is. It kind of is specific. The answer is it's his right hand. Question 2. How many times does Janet have intercourse shown or hinted at in the movie? How many times does Janet have intercourse shown or hinted at in the movie? 0, 1, 2, or 3? 0, 1, 2, or 3. Haven't had in-person years. Same. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Once, maybe twice. It's twice. She gets it on with Frank, and then later on, Rocky himself touches her. Touch me. Touch me. Janet Weiss gets nailed twice. Question 3. Whew. Okay, this is actually kind of an obscure. This is a tough one. It's the one song I know, and it's great. It is a fun song. Okay, this one is tricky. What letters are shown above the radio tower, seen in the background behind the pool? So the big scene in the pool, the big climax and everything. What letters are shown above the radio tower, seen in the background behind the pool? RHPS, UFO, RO, or RKO? RHPS, UFO, RO, or RKO? WKRP in Cincinnati. And yeah, the answer actually is RKO. Which I feel was supposed to be like. I think a reference to, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just a reference to an old movie studio. I would assume. I'd assume it was intended as a reference to RKO Pictures, the movie studio. Question 4. Question 4. How many different outfits does Magenta wear? Not including the American Gothic outfit in the wedding scene, because that wasn't the same actress, but it wasn't the same character. So how many different outfits does Magenta wear? 1, 2, 3, or 4? You expect her to focus on trivia when she hasn't had intercourse in years? Fair. Yeah, she wears 4 outfits. Question 5. What's the 4th one? So there's her maid outfit. Lingerie robe during Touch Me. A see-through dress during the dinner scene. And then the gold and black spacesuit. So question 5. You forgot the robe yet. I remembered the robe because I was just mentioned because I just referenced touch me not long ago. I know about Rocky Horror. I learned from reading The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Met Blues Clues Steve in Santa Monica and he was really depressed. Question 5. What does Eddie take off first? His helmet or sunglasses? What does Eddie take off first? His helmet or his sunglasses? Breaking copyright and watching Rocky Horror right now. His pants. Jack, please. We'll see. The answer is his sunglasses. He takes off his sunglasses first. 6. What does it say on the back of Eddie's jacket? What does it say on the back of Eddie's jacket? Biker, Eddie, baby, or meatloaf? Biker, Eddie, baby, or meatloaf? And the answer is actually baby. It said baby. In which month does the movie take place? In which month does the movie take place? January, December, November, or October? Say October, November, December, or January? October, November, December, or January? December, October, December, April, October. October. I should rewatch it myself. Anyways, November. Takes place in November. Question 8. Whose lips are mouthing science fiction double feature? Whose lips are mouthing science fiction double feature? Patricia Quinn, Richard O'Brien, Peter Hinwood, or Tim Curry? Patricia Quinn, Richard O'Brien, Peter Hinwood, or Tim Curry? Anyway, it was Patricia Quinn. Patricia Quinn was the lips. True or false? Peter Hinwood, who plays Rocky himself, true or false? Peter Hinwood is proud to have been a part of Rocky Horror. True or false? Peter Hinwood is proud to have been a part of Rocky Horror. Yep. Apparently, it is false. Apparently he kind of hated the experience, found it embarrassing, and he cringes about it. From the wedding scene in the beginning. From the beginning scene in the or from the wedding scene in the beginning. What is the bride's name? What is the bride's name? Betty Monroe, Betty Majors, Betty George, or none of the above? Betty Monroe, Betty Majors, Betty George, none of the above. Betty George, Betty Monroe, George Monroe, Monroe, don't know, George. Wait, George Monroe. It's Betty Monroe. The bride is Betty Monroe. What color are the flowers inside the church? What color are the flowers inside the church? Black, white, black and white, or neither? Black, white, black and white, or neither? Yeah, it's black and white. One side is white for a wedding, other side is black for a funeral. I am made to understand. I will say though, I am made to understand that it don't matter if you're black or white. What was Eddie's occupation before meeting up with Frank? What was Eddie's occupation before meeting up with Frank? Delivery boy, rock star, paper boy, or unemployed? Baby. Delivery boy, rock star, paper boy, unemployed. A lot of votes for paper boy. Hi, Ginger. Anyway, he was a delivery boy. Uh, which female's bare chest can be seen? Which female's bare chest can be seen during some points in the movie? Magenta, Columbia, or Janet? Whose bare chest can be seen? Magenta, Columbia, or Janet? Janet, Magenta. Do not Eddie and the Cruisers. Magenta, Janet. Damn it, Janet. Magenta. Actually, Columbia. There's a couple scenes where Columbia. Um, Rocky. Uh, 13. Question 13. Oh, no, that is 13. Question 14. Question 14. Oh, by a theory. Yeah, I should rewatch it. I haven't seen it in over 20 years. I haven't seen it since I was a teenager. So, yeah, definitely over 20 years. Hey, Druid. No current plans for us to live together, Druid. What color eyeshadow is around Magenta's eyes? Brown, black, purple, or blue? What color eyeshadow does she use? Brown, black, purple, or blue? What color eyeshadow around Magenta's eyes? Yeah, YouTube's just being weird right now, Druid. Sorry. Or Guinea. And yes. Appropriate enough, Magenta's eyeshadow actually is purple. Hey, styled. How are how are Riff and Magenta related? How are Riff and Magenta related? Brother and sister, they just work together, husband and wife, cousins. Brother and sister, co-workers, husband and wife, cousins. And yeah, brother and sister. What shape does Brad draw on the church doors? What shape does Brad draw on the church doors? No options given for this one. This is just like you just have to know. You just have to guess. You guys outside getting high while the movie was on. Triangle. Phallic. Cross. Is a heart. He draws a heart as he declares that he loves Janet. Damn it, Janet, I love you. What does the sign say in front of the church? Why would he draw a dick? Why wouldn't he? What does the sign say in front of the church? Be just and fear not. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Abandon hope, ye who enter here. Thou shalt not kill. Help wanted. Be just and fear not. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Abandon hope, ye who enter here. Thou shalt not kill. Movie does have a lot of doing unto others. Lot of doing others. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Be just and fear not is the answer. It's be just or fear not. Or be just and fear not. Number 18. What does the old lady say? What does the old lady say after Ralph and Betty drive off? Hey, Quinny. Right now we're doing Rocky Horror Picture Show. What does the old lady say after Ralph and Betty drive off? I always cry at weddings. That was lovely. What a beautiful ceremony. Or the sweet dears. Or oh, the sweet dears. I always cry at weddings. That was lovely. What a beautiful ceremony. Oh, the sweet dears. On your watch list. It's a good movie. As I noted to Buttercup earlier, Tim Curry in lingerie. That, that should be all you need to know to convince you to watch the movie. Anyway, the answer is I always cry at weddings. I always cry at weddings. 19. Tim Curry is why I couldn't watch it. He actually looks too much like my dad. Ah, I see. And Tim Curry dresses very, very sexy in that movie. 19. Second to last question of the night. Our penultimate question. This is our penultimate question of the night. After the time warp, Brad asks the Transylvanians if they can do this dance. After the time warp, Brad asks the Transylvanians if they can do this dance. I'm curious if anyone remembers off the top of their head. The twist is one of the options. What's the question? After the time warp, Brad asks the Transylvanians if they can do this dance. The options: Madison, tango, mashed potato, the twist. Madison, tango, mashed potato, the twist. Say, any of you folks know how to Madison? The answer is Madison. It is an amazing moment. Like he delivers that line so confidently, and then Jan's just like anyway, final question. This is the last question of the night. I cannot do the Madison now. So this is the final question. What is the first movie mentioned in science fiction double picture? What is the first movie mentioned in science fiction double feature? The Day the Earth Stood Still, Invisible Man, Flash Gordon, Day of the Triffids. The Day the Earth Stood Still, Invisible Man, Flash Gordon, or Day of the Triffids. Flash, Invisible Man, Flash. Invisible Man. Day the Earth Stood Still. I have not tried any Arby's strawberries. Invisible Man. Another one for Day the Earth Stood Still. Tripping. And it is The Day the Earth Stood Still. And that brings us to the end of trivia. You got extra time. I did a longer than usual stream. And now I gotta go. I gotta get myself some food. I gotta start in on supper now, so I'm gonna get going. So thanks for watching. And good night, everybody.